So traditionally, we bring people the book of the month.
We do.
But, you know, it's that time. It's book of the year. And not only have we got the book of the year, we've got the guy that wrote it. Trent Dalton, congratulations, Boys Swallows Universe.
Victoria Lee, it's the greatest honour. And I'm like, it's coming towards the end of the year, and I'm like, I couldn't think of a better way to finish the year. So it's really cool to be with you guys
What a
today.
year you've had too.
Mate, it's been intense.
So let's just show how your year has been.
Yeah.
This is my dog-eared copy. This is genuinely not because you're sitting beside me. One of my favourite books I've read. It really stuck with me for so long.
Oh, wow.
It did, and you can see it's completely dog-eared because I shared it so often.
Now look at this.
Look at this clean skin.
I've never seen a skin with so many awards on it.
And this is the new one because this is the Fancy Pants limited edition.
And I love the design.
So good.
Beautiful design.
It's straight out of my head, that design. He's taken the words of Eli Bell in that book. It's basically the kid's first kiss he's trying to recreate there. And I love that he's taken that, because that's and it's me. Like, a lot of that is me as a kid, just galaxies popping, planets exploding, and I think it's really sweet that he's kind of tried to capture that.
For me, the essence of your book is about what it means to be a good man and all the guises that comes in. And I just really, even though I'm clearly a woman, that just really touched something in me. We talk so much about this in life at the moment and what it means. And I just feel like this touches on so many elements of the good, the bad and the ugly.
Oh, you're giving me chills. You're giving me chills, because that book, and when you talk about the journey of that book, it started with mums, Brisbane mums, getting behind it. And I think they're handing it to their husbands and their sons because they see just what you're talking about. And I love that so much. And literary fiction gets so well supported in this country by our mums, these great mums, you know, who just support fiction and just are so behind it with their book clubs and everything. The thing I love so much about where that book's at now is I'm starting to get, like, just texts from, you know, tweets from tradies, you know, and from football players, and you know, people going, mate, I haven't picked up a book in 20 years, a literary fiction book, and they're saying, I read that because my wife told me I would enjoy it, and I did. And you know, that stuff means the world. So I love what you're saying there, Victoria.
The thing is, it is a harsh story. It's a really, it touches on some pretty tricky stuff. There's some seriously strong language and some seriously tough issues and tough people, but that's kind of what makes it appealing, because it's not a life everybody has lived.
That stuff happened, right? Like, I'd say the book's about, my mum calls it 50-50 fact fiction. I call it 60-40, because there's a 10% in there that was in here that I had as a kid, of all this world and all this stuff I was imagining and dreaming as a kid. And I bottled all that inside me for like 25 years, you know, and I sort of turned myself into this Brisbane journo who pretends he's unafraid of, you know, he's afraid of nothing. And it wasn't the case, you know. I had all this stuff swirling in my head, and I'm 40 now. I was 38, and I said, you know what, I need to get all this stuff out.
I mean, you've lived this life. I've only met you for 5 minutes, but what I've gathered is you've come out the other end, and that's the message that you're getting across, especially to people who have dealt hard, you know, sort of hands in their life as well. And
mate, you know, like, there's two deep things. Love conquers all. That's pretty cheesy and true, right? That's nothing new. The second thing is, you're not allowed to let the hand you've been dealt be your excuse for being a knucklehead. Like, I know that sort of seems, it's just, but that's what the book's about. It's like, you're not allowed to let this stuff be your excuse for going to that dark side, you know. And that knife edge, my brothers and I, it was in the 80s, it was some crazy times. There were people we loved went to prison, right? Like, just like Eli in that book, and then we got thrown over to Brackenridge Housing Commission. And we were with this beautiful guy, my old man, you know, who's not with us today, and he'd love to meet you guys because he's the biggest book nut, that guy, and it just kills me that he's not able to watch this sort of stuff. But that guy, he woke up every day and he had his demons, right? He had his drink and he had his bottle and all that, but what he did have is books, you know. He gave us books and he gave us reading. That's why I love what you guys are doing on a just regular basis, celebrating story, you know, and it was story that got us boys through a lot of that stuff.
Now, you are the book of the year, which is extraordinary. I'm thinking Lee could also play a character with this, Mo. Because, and this could happen.
You actually look like Lyle in this book. You need to read this. You look like one of the main characters.
I have heard rumours that this book is actually going to make it into the big screen, so I'm just throwing it out there. I am available.
Stage screen, what's happening?
Yeah, they're doing a 6-part international television series. Joel Edgerton is producing. That's insane. I went down to Sydney and I'm having this meeting. I'm meant to be all poker face, and they're going, don't, you know, we're just hearing him out, see what he thinks about the thing. And by the end, he's showing me pictures and he's going, mate, I had a sky blue Holden Kingswood just like you as a kid. His favourite football team was the Parramatta Eels, and I'm just by the end, I'm just going, mate, it's yours. If you want it,
Here you
it's
go,
yours.
have my book.
yeah, it was like that. And yeah, so it's just wild.
So 6-part series, Joel Edgerton. Wow.
Yeah.
And it's going to be on stage.
Brisbane Festival next year, massive production, Queensland Theatre, and I'm telling you guys, like, you've got to come because
You'll be there.
Well, I'll be
You'll be in it.
I'll be in it.
You're in it.
I'll send you some tickets, Vic. You'll be
Thanks
right.
so much.
It's like the things they're doing, I swear to God, I'm not just selling it, like it is something completely different. You will know the story, but you will not know the play.
Well, congratulations. It is the QBD Book of the Year. We're so proud of you and we love it. And I'm telling you, he'll be writing to you after
Thank you
summer.
so
I'll give you my card, mate.
Mate,
I'll show him a show reel, man. My acting show reel. Get me in there. Well done, mate.
And
Congratulations.
thanks, QBD. You guys are amazing, you know. I picked up books from QBD. I stepped into those worlds, you know, because of you guys. So thank you so much. This is brilliant. What an honour.